all living in this century are aware about the crisis that locked us in. Those who loved going outside were trapped inside their homes. Those who loved to interact with others were trapped in solitude. And those who had a normal life were trapped behind masks. And then there was me, who got to know about the bitter reality of teenage, unrealistic beauty standards. During that time when everything was shut down, world was just a click away. We spent hours watching reels and videos that built a sense of insecurity in my life. No matter whether a girl or a boy, you do feel insecure about your features, while everyone in social media demands for a picture perfect figure. Normal people like us get lost in the complexities and start to feel insecure about themselves, either their figure or facial features or height or weight or personality. I was also one of those who got stuck in this loop of trying to perfect my body, my weight, or my height, only to realize I was falling even deeper in this illusion. It all started 3 years ago, where I was always thinking about the ways to solve the unrealistic problems in my body, spending hours in front of a mirror and trying various solutions. Now, you must be wondering how a 13-year-old girl suddenly felt so insecure about herself. Well, during the COVID-19 pandemic, when each and every one of us was isolated in our homes, I started to spend more and more time on social media, lying on bed and doing absolutely nothing for us. It affected my lifestyle in two ways. First, through social media, I got to know about the different beauty standards encouraged worldwide and how only those who passed those standards were valued. And second, sitting in front of a screen for hours made my body weak, internally and externally. I started to gain weight. My parents, relatives, siblings, and even some of my friends started to point out these sudden changes in me. And after a while, I got so isolated that after the pandemic, when everything was back to normal, I preferred being at home and not going anywhere. But then, one day, one of my friends came to me and asked about my situation. And when I told her everything, she had just one line for me. Sometimes you need to spend time alone. Only then you will appreciate and love yourself. Grounding yourself won't help the situation. Rather, it will make it worse. She asked me, did you care about these insecurities before COVID-19? And I was taken aback for a few seconds. And let me ask you the same thing. Do you really feel insecure about your unique features, or are you made feel insecure? In a question, I found my answer. I lacked self-love. I was always waiting for external validations only to feel worthy. Simple act of kindness and appreciation helped me to know my self-worth. I felt self-love is not arrogance or selfishness. Rather, it's more about not to comparing yourself with others or seeking external validations. Self-love is not about being perfect or flawless. Rather, it's more about accepting yourself as you are with your strengths and weaknesses, your flaws and virtues, your successes and failures. It influences our choices, our actions, and our outcomes. It determines our self-love, it determines our self-esteem, our self-confidence, and our self-worth. Everyone is beautiful in their own way. Yes, insecurities will come. They are like the pestering weeds in the garden of your self-worth. But instead of letting them fade away your entire blossom, learn to pull them out. Replace them with affirmations, with self-compassion, with self-love. Now, how can you cultivate self-love? There is no one-size-fits-all answer, but I share what worked for me. I worked on my perspective. My inner critic was replaced by a gentle cheerleader. My mistakes were seen as stepping stones, not sinkholes. I woke up each day blaming myself with self-compassion and acceptance. This isn't some fantasy, it's the reality. We all deserve to feel worthy, and it starts within you. Celebrating your accomplishments, surrounding yourself with positive people, loving yourself unapologetically, you will soon realize that you not only have started accepting every apparent flaw, but also radiating an energy stating it's okay to be different, it's okay to be you. Self love is not selfish, it's selfless. Self love is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Self love is not a problem, it's a solution. Self love is not a question, it is an answer. Self love is the best love. Thank you.